It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
In the criminal justice system, sexually-based offenses are considered especially heinous. In New York City, the dedicated detectives who investigate these vicious felonies are members of an elite squad known as the Special Victims Unit. These are their stories.
Story time about how my baby daddy had me and another girl pregnant at the same time. Our due dates were the same time, and everything. Anyways, let's get right into it. And no, I don't use fake scenarios and fake names. So if you don't like it, you shouldn't did it to me. At the time, my baby daddy is in jail. He had been in jail for about 2 weeks. I tell him that I'm very sick. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go take a pregnancy test. So they come back positive. So the next time he calls me, I let him know, like, hey, I just peed on a stick and I'm pregnant as hell. And he like, what? Like, he was excited. It was like just like a whole joyful whatever. Like, he was actually really happy. And not that I was not expecting that, but I just... At the time, I was floored about it. He like, what's your next move? What you got planned? I said, well, I'm going to go to Planned Parenthood and I'm going to find out how far along I am and take a, just an extra pregnancy test. So the next following day, I call him and I'm like, hey, I think at the time, 5-6 weeks. My baby daddy's in jail. He's been in there for 2 weeks and I was about 5-6 weeks. He called me back later and he like, hey, he like, what's up with you? And I'm like, what's up with me? He like, why do the homies in the hood know that you pregnant? I said, so I'm like, I don't know, maybe one of their girlfriends seen me at Planned Parenthood or overheard like a conversation that was being had between me and a doctor or something like that. I'm like, because how would anybody know how far along I am? So that was like a mystery. So anyways, days and time go by, whatever. He ended up getting released from jail. He only had to do like maybe like a little 3-4 week sentence. Pick him up from jail and we go home. We take a nap, like we get some food, go home. I go straight to sleep. I'm pregnant, I'm tired, I'm weak, everything. So he like, when we get up later, like, let's go to my cousin's house. They cooking, they got some fried fish and blah, 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 and all of that. I'm like, okay, cool. He like, and I need to go get my property. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, let's do it. So while he's upstairs talking to one of his cousins, one of my homegirls called me and she like, bitch, are you on Facebook? And I'm like, no. And she like, well, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and log into that Facebook. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, is everything okay? I'm literally, I don't know anything. So a girl posted an ultrasound picture and tagged him in it. So he get in the car and I'm trying to play it so smooth and so cool. And so I asked him, I'm like, oh, I don't ask him shit. Hold on. So we go to his people's house and now I don't have no appetite. I'm not hungry. My whole mood's so he keep asking me what's wrong. Anyway, so we get back to my house and I asked him, I'm like, you got somebody else pregnant? And he was like, no. And I was like, look. I'm like, look, Lucius. Yes, that nigga name is Lucius. Lucius fucking lying. I said, Lucius, I'm gonna ask you again. I said, do you have somebody else pregnant? I said, is there another girl out there claiming to be pregnant with your child? So let me rewind back for y'all. Remember that this man was mad at me because his whole hood knew that I was pregnant. Come to find out the whole time they was talking about her, they wasn't talking about me. So again, I'm gonna give you another opportunity. I said, do you have another girl pregnant? I said, because I'm about to go real bad on you right now. So, boom. He like, yeah. I said, so how long have you been knowing this? He like, a couple weeks now. Let me rewind back for you guys. When he first goes to jail, he needs to be bailed out. So he calls me and he's like, hey, I need to be bailed out. He like, they just picked me up on this charge, whatever. I need you to go and meet up with the homegirl, Takoya. He like, I need you to go meet up with the homie bitch or whatever, the homegirl. She gonna go half with you on my bail. Her name is Takoya. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, that's a name I never heard before, but I didn't think nothing of it because it's a lot of homegirls that are really cool. When I see the screenshots that the homegirl sent me, and then I remember the name that I was supposed to be meeting up with to go sign off him getting bailed out or whatever, I'm like, Takoya. And then on the thing it say Takoya. So I'm like, okay. This is the bitch that you had wanted me to meet up with. This been your bitch all along. So boom, both of us are now pregnant. But mind you, nobody knows that I'm pregnant yet. Nobody knows that I'm pregnant. I'm talking about nobody knows that I'm pregnant. So a fake page hit me up and was like, haha, you just mad that I'm pregnant by yo nigga. You mad that you can't get pregnant, and all that kind of stuff. Whole time I'm pregnant. I gotta come back and do a part 2 because the T just got in the car from baseball practice. My baby daddy had me and another girl pregnant. I told y'all before, I don't use fake scenarios and fake names, so if you don't like it, you shouldn't have did it. I told y'all that the fake page was trolling me saying, I can't get pregnant, that's why I'm pregnant by your boyfriend, and just trolling me on Twitter. Her cousins, her friends, her family, everybody was trolling me, trying to bully me. Remember, I told you that we were supposed to go and sign paperwork and get him bailed out of jail together. That ended up not happening. I don't know whatever happened with that, but that ended up not happening, so I never seen the girl, never, no, none of that. You know me, if you know KP, you know that you can't bully me. So I'm like, at this point, I'm like, let's do it up. I had not known what this girl looked like. I don't know nothing about her. I just know a name. So I go and I type the name in on Facebook because, you know, I'm trying to see what's going on. I'm trying to see the post for myself, read the comments for myself. I want to see what's really going on. So I get on her Facebook and immediately I'm like, this girl's ugly as a motherfucker. I know you keeping that baby because my baby daddy probably the I'm gonna stay on track because I just got a little sidetracked with those little comments. Anyways, so I go and inspect, you know, the shit myself. So I start bleaching my baby daddy clothes. I put him out, and I make that call to Planned Parenthood and set up that appointment. And if you know, you know. So like I told y'all, nobody knows that I'm pregnant because I don't know, you know, what I want to do. But her, she is out loud with her pregnancy, so it's like, you're keeping it. You know, if you don't plan on keeping a baby, you don't tell nobody. So I'm like, okay, well, she keeping hers. I'm gonna get rid of mine because I don't even want to be a part of this shit show. Like, no. So I go back home or whatever, and I'm just like mad, confused. I'm every emotion that you can feel. So clearly, the baby that I tried to get rid of got in a car yesterday. So that sums that up. I never ended up going through with the whole appointment because something just came over me when I was in there, and I was like, I want to do this, even if I'm doing it by myself. I'm young, I'm done. At the time, I'm 19, 20. I'm 20 years old. So now I'm not ignoring him because I done changed the game up. It went from getting rid of and never talk to you again to we about to be doing this for the rest of our lives. So yeah, you know what? Come over. I need to holler at you. So he come over and I'm like, just tell me the truth about you and the girl situation. Like, that's all I want. So he told me that, you know, I only hit that girl like 2 times. He was like, she been trying to get up on me. She been thirsty over me. You know, I gave in 1 time and gave in 2 times, whatever. And I might have to get like, you only take 1 fucking time or whatever. So, but, and my thing with women be, y'all be trying to act like y'all don't know about the girlfriend and all of that, but y'all do. And everybody on that side of town knew about me because my baby daddy had a girlfriend, and then I came along, and then me and him got together. So it was a girl before me, and I came in, and
you lose them how you get them.
You lose a nigga the same way you get them, huh? So he told me, like, you know, like, I'm basically telling her, like, I don't want to have no kid with you. I didn't really, like, plan to have no kid world. I'm not walking around ditzy. I don't know what he laughing to that girl. I don't know how their relationship is. So I could just go based off of what he told me. I'm gonna fast forward the story because it wasn't much going on. But let me say, I'm, like, at this point, like, 5 months pregnant now. About to start, you know, planning a baby shower. So one day, me and my baby daddy were on a date. And when he goes to the bathroom, he leaves his phone behind, and I keep seeing his phone light up or whatever. He getting text messages. So I kind of like, you know, like, who texted you? It's the baby mama. So I go, and I always know I don't go through people's phone, but I know it's cold, and I went, unlocked the phone, and was like, he don't want to be bothered with you. Stop fucking texting his phone. Stop calling him. Stop bothering him. When you have your baby, holla at him. And at that time, that's really how I felt about the situation because you knew about me, you knew what was going on, and you decided to, because it's like, bitch, why is you bothering him during your pregnancy? Like, he's not going to the appointments with you. This, not that. You're not going to appointments with him or with her. Y'all not doing no baby shower together. But mind you, you could do whatever you want. We ain't married. We young and dumb. You could do whatever you want. But I'm telling you this now. If he want to be with me, he not doing that with you. And I feel different about, I'm 30 years old now, so I feel a lot different about this shit. But I'm just telling y'all the story in time. He's not going to appointments with you. Y'all not doing no baby shower together. Y'all not doing no maternity pictures. This, not that. And you knew that when you decided to keep that baby. You knew you was going to go through this pregnancy by yourself. Now, I'm never for a man not taking care of his child when his child gets on earth. Like, when your baby is born, you got to be a part of that child's life. But you not doing no catering. He not rubbing no feet and bringing you no food or no nothing like that. It's not that type of party. And you know what you signed up for. Yeah. So we're going to fast forward. So you already know what I'm going to say. I don't use fake scenarios and fake names. So if you don't like it, you should not have done it. So my cousin called me one day. And she like, bitch, what you doing? She like, I got to tell you something. I'm like, what up? She like, girl, I went out last night and guess who the fuck was in the club drunk? I said, who? She like, bitch, your baby daddy, other baby mama. I said, hold on. I said, wait. Run that back. Wait. Run that back. She like, yes, bitch, in the club with a motherfucking cup in her hand, drinking. I said, so was she not pregnant no more? Or what? Because I'm not staying updated with her no more. She like, no, bitch, in the club drunk. Of course, I go and be messy, and I go and tell my baby daddy, I'm like, yo, baby mama, she drinking with your, at this point, we know what we having. She having a boy, I'm having a girl. I'm like, you know your baby mama be in the club drunk? And I'm being messy. I'm being petty. I'm being messy and I'm being petty. Like, I don't got no shame in my motherfucking game. So he like, that's on her and her life or whatever. Like, yeah, like I could tell her don't drink and don't do this and don't do that, but she gonna do what she wanna do regardless. Like, I can't, I'm not, well, she's a grown woman and she know what kind of damage she gonna, you know, do to her child. Our child. Like I said, we in the middle of planning a baby shower. So one day me and my best friend, And people who know me, y'all gonna know who everybody is. I ain't gonna use everybody's name, whatever, but everybody know that my best friend was Tania. So me and Tania, we go to Chili's or whatever on a late night. Like I wanted me some little Texas cheese fries and all of that. And we run into our older homegirls at the bar. Clearly I'm not going to the bar, but I'm going to the bar now at this point. So I order my stuff with them or whatever. And they like, yeah, like KP, what's up? What's the deal? And this time I'm not gonna use my homegirl name because she be having some shit going on. So she like, I'm gonna tell you something, and you better never go back and repeat this shit to nobody. So mind you, damn, how many months would I have been there? So she like, I'm gonna tell you this right now. She was like, that girl gonna have that baby before you. She was like, and listen to me. She telling people that, you know, like, she was the first baby mama, she was pregnant first, she was fucking with him first and all that, and all type of stuff, like some delusional shit in her head. So she want to show the world, like, I'm his first baby mama, and, you know, whatever. Who the fuck even let a pregnant ass girl in the club? And my homegirl was like, I'm telling you, she was like, when the baby is born, she was like, I bet you that baby be born before yours. She was like, I think that bitch, well, what her cousin had told me, she was taking some type of tablets or whatever, or something for the baby to come early. She was like, when your baby daddy get that phone call and say, oh, the baby here and all that type of stuff, I bet you it be way before yours. She was like, she gonna try to have that baby before you have your baby because she want to be a first baby mama real bad. I'm telling you. And y'all know, if y'all know me, y'all know what side of the city that my family's from. Venice is so motherfucking messy, but let's get into all the tea. So boom, me and my baby daddy, we getting dressed. I'm fast forwarding the story in February. Me and my baby daddy getting dressed to go out on a date for Valentine's Day. And he get a phone call saying, you know, like, the baby's here. Mind you, my due date is April 20th. She calls on Valentine's Day to say, your baby is here. So my baby daddy, being the person that he is, I already know he like, I'm about to go see my son. And he like, I feel like I'm in a fucked up position because I want to take, you know, my girlfriend out for Valentine's Day, but my son was just born. So he was like, you know, like, it was a lot. Like, that was an emotional day for me because, you know, like, the situation I'm already in. And yes, I know y'all probably thinking like, girl, you dumb, I would never even have a fucking baby and all of that. Whatever, fuck y'all. The baby is born. He goes to the hospital. She tells the doctors or nurses, with the nurses and the security, to not let him in. So he goes up there for no reason. He up there for hours trying to see his son while I'm at home. And I think that night, like, I just end up going to fuck to sleep or whatever. And so he was never able to see his son, and because his son was born so early, they had to put the baby in a NICU. So he was trying to go and see the baby in the NICU, try to go into her room, and everybody was just like, no, like, she don't want you seeing the baby and all of that. People come up for the birth certificate. He still ain't seen the son or whatever. She names him, and she doesn't give the little boy my baby daddy's last. So now the son is here. February, I'm gonna say Valentine's Day, and I still have a couple more months. I still have 2 more months. I'm at the Fox Hills Mall, and I run into my homegirl, and she like, bitch, what'd I tell you? I said, what? I already know what she said, but I want her to say it. She was like, I told you that baby was gonna be born early, right? I said, she the first baby mama. She getting exactly what she want. She was just like, I'm telling y'all, these bitches be cold. So my baby shower comes around March 19th. And all my family, friends come out and blah, 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 whatever. Give y'all the background on the girl, my baby daddy, and everybody. So my mom, my baby daddy, the girl, they all from the same hood. They all from the same hood on that side of town. So that's how I know, that's how we all, like, you know, mesh and mix and all of that for this next part of the story. So everybody come out, they come to my baby shower, and it's one girl that is there that in the future start in my baby daddy also. So in my opinion, I don't know if it's true or whatever. I don't give a fuck. If people want to chime in and tell their side, I don't give a fuck. But it's one girl who came to my baby shower, who I think she came just to be nosy for the baby mama. Because again, we all from, like, our parents is all from the same section. Came to be nosy. Because at the time, the girl who was at my baby shower and then the baby mama's sister or whatever, they were best friends. So they were best friends. So I feel like she came to be nosy, and eventually she ended up fucking with my baby daddy and everything also. So she had the baby shower taking pictures of us and the whole shebang. And kind of find out later she had been fucking my baby daddy too. So-called play cousin or whatever. And that's a whole nother story time. But
on how my baby daddy had me and another girl pregnant at the same time. It took me a minute to get back to the story time because this is from 9 years ago, so I just forget hella shit. And so I know I fucked y'all up when I had added that other girl in who came to my baby shower and started picking at my baby daddy too. That is a whole different story. Like, if y'all want that is just like a whole separate story. Like, that don't got nothing to do with baby mama, baby daddy stuff. So y'all want that story because that's tea too. But we're gonna stick to the baby mama, baby daddy. So the part 4 is gonna be real quick and easy because now, like, moving on, we both have our kids. We finally have to meet each other in person because we have to bring the kids to the grandparents' house for a holiday. So I meet the baby mama or whatever, and neither one of us is on that. It's like, oh, what up? She's like, oh, what up? Or whatever. But eventually it ended up being like really like no smoke with me and the baby mama, like, because at the end of the day, like I've always said, like at the end of the day, the people who are going to lose in the situation are going to be the children. But I guess I will give y'all an update on the children. They're both 9 years old now. They're 9 years old. They have no relationship. They don't talk to each other. They don't see each other. Holidays, birthdays, you know, summer times, nothing. They don't talk at all. And my baby daddy had ended up going to prison, and he like tried to like keep them together as much as he could on the street, because he always had my daughter. It was harder to get like his son, because she just, you know, didn't want the baby around me, and she don't like his family because, I don't know, maybe she felt like, oh, y'all like her so y'all can't like me and my son, or I don't know, and I ain't here to guess, so correct me if I'm wrong. No, my daughter, she's a kid who does not care about things that do not concern her. So if you don't ask about her brother, she ain't gonna talk about her brother. People always ask her, do you miss your brother? And she just be like, do he miss me? But it is an unfortunate situation because I'm somebody who has 5 or 6 of us siblings, and we all got different parents, different moms, and we are all like this. So I think it's very important for siblings. And I've tried to like reach out and, hey, can my daughter FaceTime? I'm trying to figure out what you mad at. Like, that was my boyfriend. You had a baby with him after you even knew, but you still mad 9 years later. Whatever, you can have that. But also, I'm not stupid. I know my baby daddy probably be in her ear talking about we gonna be together and we gonna raise our son and all that. Like, I know niggas, like, come on. I done dealt with enough, but not enough. So let me know if y'all got single. Y'all know I keep throwing my shot out there. When we met in person, one thing I did not know about her, she was tall as a motherfucker. That bitch was like 6'2", like she stood up. She just kept standing up. And I'm like, happy I ain't fight your ass. What I forgot to tell y'all at the beginning of my pregnancy, people was calling me, congratulating me on twins. Anyways, so it was really, really not like a whole lot after the baby was born. Like I said, her kids don't have no relation. I don't follow her, nothing. We not friends. We just nothing. So one day my cousin was like, she was at the park and she was hanging out, blah, blah, blah. And somebody brought up my baby daddy and something about baby mamas and all that type of stuff. That's my baby daddy texting me right now. Just doing too much. My baby daddy want to get in my story time, be like, well, make sure you tell TikTok that I really do love you, though. And blah, blah, blah. And Anyways, my cousin is at the park. And somebody's like, which baby mama you talking about? The cute baby mama or the other one? And when my cousin told me that, I took that and ran with it. I'm so full of myself. But that's how I ended up having the cute BM and all that. But now that I'm grown and I'm 30 and this was 9 years ago, I want to change my my TikTok name, by the way. Like, I don't want to be the baby mama of nothing, like I'm a mother. So that's really the end of part 4. Like, it's not a lot to do with me and the baby mama no more. Like, like, we just don't exist in each other's world because I don't care. I don't know if she care. But them other story times, y'all gotta let me know if y'all want them, because I ain't just gonna be on this motherfucker yapping if y'all don't want it. But I will say, the first couple months, I felt like she was still trying to be like petty and try to like make points, because when my baby daddy will go and like see his son or whatever, she would sneak pictures of him. Like, it'll be pictures of, you know, like him like looking down holding the baby, or, you know, like across the room. Like, I ain't even gonna say sneak pictures because that is the father of her child or whatever, but she'll like take pictures, off guard pictures, and be like family day and little things like that, you know. Like, I don't know if you're trying to get up under my skin or you're trying to show the world like this situation is not what y'all thought it was, or like, I don't know. But that was like some like little messy shit that was going on. Where you going?
What to do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ. Today we back with another lit video, back in the confessional. And yes, we staying lit, big dog. Man, shout out to my everyday people who rock with me every day. Shout out to my player partner, Lucky Wheels of Deals, Keezy Lit. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section, man. We got another lit video for y'all tonight. This comes from the cute BM, the cute baby mama. She never changed her name, but I don't know. She got some more story times. So hopefully she can get to one of those and we can turn up. But yeah, man. Shout out to the cute BM, man. Sometimes, man, dudes, man, we just be doing stuff. And it's I wouldn't say this is particularly the woman's fault, the side chick, unless she knew about you, which there's a chance that she did know based on the things that was happening. But um, ultimately it's his doing. And for him not to, first of all, him continuously going to jail and getting two women pregnant at the same time, but him not being in his life is a result of his actions. Now, she may be a bitter baby mama, but still, like, it's just a lot of stuff that he did. Because I know I've been there. I ain't got two women pregnant at the same time, but when you do stuff like that, you get a girl pregnant and you start messing with another chick, and now you got your woman over there pregnant. I ain't did that either, but I'm saying I see how this happens because I done had multiple girlfriends at the same time, but not two women pregnant at the same time. But just if you do get two women pregnant at the same time, then, bruh, it it could get a little spicy. But just having two women at the same time is crazy enough. And then the baby mama, so like, especially when you leave a girl, I have left my baby mama with a young baby, and she becomes that bitter baby mama. And then I could be mad, I could be upset, but at the same time, or she don't have no real right to be like, oh, you can't see your kids and mad about the other girl. I don't want my kid around her. Because if they turn around and do the same, everything that they say that they don't want you to do, they turn around and do. They got other men around the kids. They be smoking and drinking around the kids. They be, leaving the kids with other family members. They do everything that they don't want you to do, they do. So, yeah, that's bitter, but then at the same time, it's a situation you created by having a baby with that person because you knew she wasn't shit when you still got her pregnant. Even if you didn't know she was gonna be a bitter person. Like, that's the only thing. That's what I say about relationships. Is having a baby changes the woman so much. She went from the person you love to a person that hates you. She used to love you. She used to wash your dirty drawers. She used to do everything for you. And then y'all have a baby. Now she hates you. Now you're a deadbeat. Now you this. And I'll be like, well, how do y'all have babies with deadbeats? Because you knew who he was before he had the baby. You just ignored everything that was going on before you had the baby. And y'all still had a baby. And then the ones that dog their baby and be put them on blast and all this stuff, and it's be like, but you will say all that crazy stuff and still sleep with them. It's so nasty. Like, so it don't make sense, and I don't think that it's a good thing for women to do that because they still want to sleep with their baby daddy. They still want to have sex with them, and they do the craziest stuff, man. But hey, listen, shout out to all the baby mamas. I don't got no baby mamas. I don't got no baby mamas at all. We just related to the same kid. I'm not claiming you. I don't want no dirtball bag ass woman claiming me. I'm not your baby daddy. Okay. Anyway, let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'ma holler at you later. Peace.